Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Narendra, sir, you may start.
Yes,
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
A very pleasant and cool afternoon to one and all present here. Really happy to be a very happy teacher, trying to make happy classroom and taking care of a happy classroom. I extend my warm welcome to everyone. I acknowledge the presence of our worthy principal, Mr. Dhirendra Singh, the vice principal, Mr. V.K. Sharma, the bursar, Mr. Manoj Parekh, in charge Deving Senior, Mr. Prabhat Kumar Yadav, the headmaster Deving Junior, Mr. Bhupen Sharma, senior academic coordinators, Mr. K. Baba Chaudhary and Mr. K.C. Gildial, and today's eminent speakers, Mr. Narendra Sharma and Mr. Vinay Kumar. Happy students and the happy classroom are trained in this field. Mr. Narendra Kumar is NCERT trained counselor and a part of the Manodrapan as an initiative of Ministry of Education and had conducted many live sessions on PME Vidya channels. Mr. Vinay Kumar is also NCERT trained counselor. He had also conducted live sessions on to try to cheer someone else. With these lines and without further ado, I like to invite Mr. Vinay for his presentation. Vinay, sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Respected Principal, sir, Vice Principal, sir, Bursar, sir, and my dear colleagues. So without wasting much more time, let us start the session. And the topic is the happy teachers create happy classroom. Dear friends, in today's scenario, when the COVID and this pandemic-like situations just are spreading all around us, so we need to create some surrounding atmosphere that can rejuvenate us, that can energize us. So for this, the happiness in the family, happiness around us in the social life is very much required. So let us start the today's journey of the happiness. First of all, let me say something about the happiness. Happiness, what is happiness? This question, what is happiness? Yes, you may write something in your chat box also.
Feeling of joy and contentment.
Very nice, sir. Very well said.
Satisfy.
Satisfaction. It's good, sir. Mr. Hardeep is saying the create happiness means enjoy.
Feeling good.
Yeah, very well said, sir.
Showing
Intrinsic
inner
and
happiness.
yes, ma'am.
Showing inner happiness.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Enjoy.
quite right. Yes. Okay. You just see happiness is a feeling of contentment. It is a mindset. It is a lifestyle in which we feel some enthusiasm and the positive energy around us. So happiness has many factors like the health, wealth, and the social relationship. As this picture is self-explanatory, one of the friend asked to his friend that where did you find that? I have searching for it for everywhere. So what a beautiful answer the friend gave. I created it myself by creating small activities around me. So friends, it's definite that we can create. So different people feels happiness in a different ways. For example, a service person feel happiness when he or she is appreciated or rewarded. While in case of the parents, when the parent sees their child
Can you hear me?
to get the progress.
No.
For a person who is in a service or is in a business, when he get the appreciation and reward, so he feel the joy, he feel happiness. For the students, to be with buddies is the greatest part, and they feel very happy when they are with their friends. If you ask to me, okay, what is happiness? What is the meaning of the happiness for me? So definitely it's a me time and to be with my family. So we can say that the different people feel happy. Positive energy, my own feeling, financial freedom and success, positive attitude. Very well said, ma'am. Positive emotions. Good answer. Very good, sir. Some of the teacher has given the answer in the chat box. Ashish Kashyap sir says relaxed and satisfaction. Lots of beautiful answers you people have given on this question. This is a very small activity which instigate our mind to just think about it, and the first word which come in our mind that belongs to our inner self, and this is a part of the intrinsic happiness. One of our teachers says that satisfaction and a well spent day. Positive emotions, positive attitude. Ajay sir says self-satisfaction and completion of task. Very well said, sir. Appreciation. Rakde sir says helping others. Mr. Ramesh says that whatever we did, that gives us happiness and good feelings. So all the answers are inside and surround us. So we should think about it. The earning and the spending of money. Next is our social relationship. We have seen that the many of our teachers has done a wonderful work during this pandemic, and they help the lots of people. So definitely they feel a very positive energy inside them. And this social relationship is a mutual cooperation which act on a give and take. If we extend the helping hand to the others, definitely we will also get the helping hand. So the positive environment around us, whether we are at our workplace, in our family, or in a society, if we keep on handing a hand, so definitely there is a very positivity in the environment, and we feel the joy and happiness. Our physical health, if we are regular on the physical activity and taking the good meal, healthy meal, along with the quality sleep, as the in today's scenario, we have positive attitude. So we can also create a very good environment around us that makes us very productive and creative also. I personally myself follow the 7-step of happiness that is on your screen. Mahendra sir, please change the slide. I try to follow this, in which the first step is the think less and feel more. If we have the feeling for the others, if we are standing on the same platform, we have the feeling for the others, and we are in the shoe of the others. So definitely we can understand each one very efficiently. Next step is the talk less and listen more. If we are a good listener, or active listener, definitely we learn. And watch less and do more. Watch less and do more. Don't waste your time. We should not waste our time just to watch the things and take this. Narendra sir? Yes, please. Watch less and do more. Frown less and smile more. Fear less and love more. And judge less, accept more. Complain less and appreciate more. I try to follow these 7 steps. Sometimes I lag behind. Again, I come back to the point and try to follow it. I do hope we all will get the benefit from these 7 steps of happiness and can create a positive and conducive environment around us. Friends, we all be very surprised that this happiness scale is in front of your screen. You can easily see that our happiness is determined genetically, the 50%. I do hope that we cannot change it, but rest of the 50%, we can change it. 40%, it depends on our thought, behavior, and action. And our behavior and action, it demands the cognitive reframing, so that we can change our thought process, our perception, and accordingly our behavior and action will change. That can be in our favor and can create a lots of happiness. Very surprisingly, our happiness depends only 10% on our circumstances and surrounding. If we are good enough in our thoughts, behavior, and action, so these circumstances will be in our favor also. So this happiness scale, we can just do the things over the second and the third point. That is the thought process, behavior, and action, and just make the circumstances in our favor. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Vinay sir, for sharing with us many ways how to keep ourselves happy. Happy you breathing alive. Happy you contriving every strive. Happy you making a new journey. Happy you treading on path burning. Happy you growing upwards. Happy you with your sinew and blood. Happy you with children never agreeing. Happy you with a happy classroom scene. With these lines now, I would like to invite Mr. Narendra to share his experiences on happiness.
Thank you very much.
Welcome,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Let us continue the session. And really the concept of the happiness, what are the major factors, the scale, somehow we try to understand this from the basic phenomena, basic fundamental. So let us start the involving more in the happiness, because whatever the happiness we are having, how it influences the world around me, this is a specific concept and we try to understand this. So it's a 1-minute activity. Get ready with your happy mood today, because it's a rainy day, how your mood swing. So a link has been pasted in your chat box. You see this and we want to see how your mood is today. Which emoji describe your mood at the moment? Deepak sir, request to paste this link in the chat. Yes. Next 10 seconds we will take. Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Some people, I request everyone in the coming activities, participate everyone. Let us do this activity, and I request everyone, there is a chance only for 30 seconds to open the mic to everyone and we start laughing in the natural way. Whatever we feel, we start. 4, 3, 2, 1, start. I request everyone to start. Just leave the classroom. Happiness is created only when we are happy. And this is the only way when we are connecting. Okay. So this is the recipe of the Narendra Kumar for the happiness. 1 cup of goodwill, 3 cup of sweetness, half cup of humor, 1 cup of smile, 5 cup of positive energy, 10 cup of self-esteem, and 1 little pinch of luck most of the time. Continue. Eye involvement, 86% are there. Open all the chats. Okay, let us continue, everyone. Yes, 86. Everyone to participate. Yes. Friend, human being, yes. Again, we'll start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. I request to be muted. 6. Power inside the Narendra Kumar. This is from the different sides I have created myself. Come to the some specific points, because we as a teacher, we are working, we are also having a lifestyle. Trust me, if we make a balance between the personal and professional, horizontal or vertical, we plot the graph. And if we start working on the one side, definitely we will lose on the share the feelings. So happy teacher, they manage this in a very beautifully and in a very smart way. So this is a breakout room activity, and in this activity, what we are going to do, in a group of 8 to 10 people, we are going to make the group, and it is a time specified activities. I request everyone to participate in a group. What you have to do during your group, it's a 6 minute. We will provide you the complete 6 minute, and each group will form the moderator, the note taker, the timekeeper, and a spokesperson to report out to the full group. So we will take a feedback only for 30 seconds from a spokesperson, not more than 30 seconds about the activity. कौन सा activity है? This is the reflection time. Go through the previous experiences and prepare this particular chart. हमने आपके लिए चार्ट बना दिया है. We have prepared the chart. You just enter your name, your group member's name, and you will fill the PMI strategy. कैसे fill करना है? P for plus, that is a good. M for minus, that is not a good experiences. And something is interesting. And what is the heading of my today's activity? Experiences in the online classes. Experience during the pandemic time. In the past experiences, when we are on the platform, this online platform, we are having a lot of challenges, lot of creativity we are getting. So as a group member, we start discussing with each other, and whatever the conclusion, we write on the plus tab, we write on the minus tab. And the interesting, which is in the first time in my life, I have experienced this one. For example, I start working, personally I am sharing, I start working on the OneNote beautifully. The diagram, the retaining the notes, excellent tool I have learned personally. Okay, it's time is over, so let us we close the room. Yes,
Masri.
we have closed the room and you can see the presentation of the different groups. Yes, I request everyone to be muted now.
Oh,
Everyone to be muted.
They were taking name versus.
Yes, yes, yes.
मैम आपने लिखा है ये
ऑटो सेव होते जा रहा है लग रहा है
Okay, so quickly we will take only because of the time limits, we will take your feedback and let's see how the things are going on. किस तरह से आपके प्रोजेक्ट yes name of the members group number 2 they have written yes who is the spokesperson from this group I request to
Yes sir, this is Rajan here. Rajan.
Thank you so much sir, it's nice. Yes, please share sir.
Yes sir, these are the plus points of online classes. It's time saving. You can use children over there on the other side of the screen, and whiteboard is of great use. There are so many learning opportunities and it is easily accessible. So these are some of the plus points. We didn't mention any of the minus points here.
Thank you so much sir, thank you so much sir for your wonderful feedback. Yes, group number 4. Yes, quickly, 30 seconds. Yes, group number 4. Who is the spokesperson? Wonderfully, they have written. Yes. Group number 5. Yes. Group number 8.
हाँ sir, this is
Yes, who is
Preeti
the
Bhatnagar.
continue, ma'am.
This is Preeti Bhatnagar and our group members Shama ma'am, myself, Pankaja, Vivek sir, Gopal sir, Priya Hooda ma'am and Sonarika ma'am, Dorothy ma'am. So we have discussed that during this pandemic in the online classes, the plus points were we are learning, we have learned technology. We have become more techno savvy. We are learning netiquette. We have increased level
Thank
of
you
patience
so
and
much, ma'am.
punctuality.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Group number 9.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to everyone, sir. Group number 9, I am there. And with me, my team were Baba Chaudhary, sir, and Dilbag, sir, and Sharma, sir. And, sir, our plus points are discussed. We have learned a lot. Everybody updated their skills, either in technology or some other.
Wonderful, ma'am. Upgraded my skill is a very important task. Yes, group number 10. Yes.
yes sir. During COVID pandemic, we have got certain plus minuses and interesting facts. A plus fact is continuing. We continued the study during this pandemic. There was no gap. If we talk about the minus, we are not able to connect at personal level, so there was a lack of connectivity. Screen time was one of the problem which we experienced during this time, and now the parents. That is one of the best point. Parents realize how difficult it is to teach the students.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you.
Certain other tools as well.
Thank you so much. Positive things. Try to focus on this one. That is why this PMI strategy plays a very, very important concept. So this is the again a strategy when we enter into the classroom with the students. Open kijiye na, give a positive feedback to the students. Spend a quality time with the students. So how we plan out this? Welcome them with open arms. बिल्कुल एकदम मन से ऐसा होना चाहिए. We are totally involved. We are totally dedicated to you. Invest time to know them. That is a very, very important aspect or a skill for a teacher. And use the humor and give them a valuable time. A space is also important to brain activities. Provide them. And importantly, get them involved. As a parent, as a teacher, that creates a happy classroom in your classes. So these are some of the tips and tricks and how we enter into the classroom. So relationship with the students is a very, very important aspect. when we start building the trust, when we communicate in a proper, we give a positive reinforcement for a very, very small things. Your writing is very good. Wonderful, you have explained this answer. You interact with the students, the life conscious part. That is very important because we are entering in the technology scenario, this particular. So happiness, care, prepare this, add the things, try to balance, ultimately becomes happy as he decide to be. So happiness is actually inside us and it is not determined by what is happening around, but what is happening within us. So that is a very important quote. And with this quote, because we know that we are the ambassador in the classroom, and with this note, I thank you very much for everyone for joining the today's session. Thank you very much. Thank you. Then you, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I think this short video was just an effort to sum up what Mr. Narendra and Mr. Vinay started with. And at the outset, I would just like to compliment both of them, Mr. Narendra, Mr. Vinay and Mr. Deepak Prasad, that they took up this responsibility of bringing a very relevant conceptual presentation in front of us. The last 20 months, the entire globe is under depression. Everything is just going out of control. And the only thing which can save at the moment is that somewhere we have to get that inner energy from within to fight it out, to re-establish the old order of the world, which was more systematic. Today we realize that how valuable it is to shake hand with other, how valuable it is, how important it is to talk to somebody without a mask. And those things, पहले हम जैन मुनि को देखते थे सोचते थे कि ये कैसे करते होंगे, but now we are compelled to do the very same things. So good company, social gathering, which we took it for granted, now we realize that how valuable it is. And the only thing we can revert to those times is by keeping ourselves positive and be happy. And as the video suggested, that when you are happy, your performance level, your inner satisfaction level itself, it increases to much greater height. So that is the thing which we wanted to bring to you. And as teachers, it is very important that unless a teacher is not happy, that teacher cannot create a happy classroom. And if students are not happy, then obviously their performance, and then when they grow up, because they are in the very formative years of their life. So if they are not in a happy environment, then the neural network, the wiring, the rewiring of the brain, which is happening in the school campus, it takes a permanent form. And if the child is unhappy, we are throwing more and more people, unhappy people in the society, and which is not good for the for a better world. So it is very important that we should make every possible effort to keep our children happy, engaged positively. And for that reason, it implies that the teacher himself or herself should be happy. एक भिखारी किसी को दान नहीं दे सकता, तो एक दुखी आदमी भी किसी को सुख नहीं दे सकता है. सबसे पहले आप जरूरी है कि आप खुद से खुश रहें, अपने आप से संतुष्ट रहें. और जब आप अपने आप से संतुष्ट हैं, आप अपने आप से खुश हैं, तो जब आप उस ऊर्जा के साथ एक क्लासरूम के अंदर प्रवेश करते हैं, तो वो ऊर्जा बच्चों तक अपने आप पहुंचती है. जैसे सूरज की गर्मी हमारे तक पहुंचती है. इफ यू आर एनर्जेटिक, पॉजिटिव, दैट एनर्जी विल रेडिएट. The child will start vibrating at your frequency. That's the law of nature. So it is very important that whatever keeps you happy, do that activity, find out some time for yourself. One thing I would just like to re-emphasize, as I was going through the chat messages in the chat box, many of you said that it is workplace, colleague, infrastructure, my finance, sometimes it is even the boss. All right. The management studies have come out repeated number of times that 90% people leave the job because of the wrong boss. All right, if the boss is not, you're not happy with the boss, you leave the organization. So all these factors, they do make an impact, but they are not the deciding factors. So happiness will come only with one thing, that what you are thinking and what you are doing and what you are saying, है ना, मन, वचन और कर्म, जब इन तीनों का समावेश एक सूत्र में होता है तो व्यक्ति खुश होता है. और जब इसमें congruence नहीं होती है, when there is no congruence between your thought, your action and your words, that leads to kind of distortion, and that distorted feeling leads to unhappiness. So ask yourself that whatever is your duty and responsibility, are you fulfilling that duty responsibility to the best of your ability? All right. And if your answer to that comes in positive, you have taken one step. Are you contributing to your immediate family and to the world around you, the larger society? If the answer is yes, I think you have covered one more step. और फिर हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति जो है वो केवल इस मृत्यु लोक की बात नहीं करती है, वो बात करती है इसके आगे आने वाले समय की भी. तो कुछ उसकी तैयारी भी करते रहनी चाहिए, और वो तभी होता है जब हम किसी दूसरे को आगे बढ़ने में मदद करते हैं. उसको कोई कमजोर व्यक्ति है, उसके साथ हम समय पे खड़े हो जाते हैं. ये जो चीजें हैं, ये जिस तरीके की दुआ लेके आती है आप तक, है ना, उसका कोई मोल नहीं है.